I'm glad you're here. Welcome to AGRIKNOWLEDGE HUB, the home of practical science-backed gardening and farming knowledge. This channel exists to help you grow healthier crops, restore tired land, and work with nature rather than against it. To everyone who has already subscribed, thank you for being part of this growing community. And if you're new here, you are exactly where you need to be. Consider subscribing, liking this video, and watching to the end, because what you're about to learn can permanently change the way you look at soil. Soil is not dirt. Soil is alive. And when it dies, everything above it struggles. Across the world, farmland and backyard gardens are turning lifeless, hard, cracked, compacted, stripped of organic matter and dependent on chemical inputs just to survive. Yields drop, costs rise, and the soil becomes weaker every season. But what if I told you that dead soil can be brought back to life? Not in decades, not with expensive chemicals, but in days. And what if that soil could remain fertile for generations? This is not theory. This is proven soil regeneration. When soil dies, it loses three things: biology, structure, and carbon. Microorganisms disappear. Air pockets collapse. Nutrients wash away. Chemical fertilizers may temporarily feed plants, but they do not rebuild soil life. In fact, excessive synthetic nitrogen and salts often make the problem worse, killing beneficial microbes and fungi. The real solution starts underground. The fastest way to revive dead soil is to reintroduce carbon-rich organic matter, microbial life, and stable soil structure at the same time. Nature has always done this, and well, modern science now confirms it. Let me start with the foundation: carbon. Carbon is the backbone of soil fertility. Without it, microbes starve. Plants struggle. Water runs off instead of soaking in. One of the most powerful carbon tools available, often free, is biochar. Biochar is charcoal made from organic waste like crop residues, maize cobs, rice husks, or wood prunings burned in low oxygen. Once added to soil, biochar acts like a long-term home for microbes. It does not break down quickly. In fact, it can remain stable for over 100 years. But you know, biochar alone is not enough. Fresh biochar must be charged. To charge biochar, I soak it in a nutrient-rich liquid. A simple recipe is compost tea. For a basic compost tea, I mix 1 part well-aged compost or vermicompost with 5 parts water. I let it steep for 12 to 24 hours, stirring occasionally. For faster microbial multiplication, I can add a tablespoon of molasses per 20 litres of water. Once the biochar absorbs this living solution, it becomes a microbial powerhouse. Now let's talk about living biology. Healthy soil contains billions of organisms: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, all working together. One of the fastest ways to restore this life is through aerated compost tea or plant-based ferments. A simple plant ferment uses weeds like comfrey stinging nettle or leguminous leaves. I chop the green material, pack it into a container, add water to cover, and let it ferment for 7 to 14 days. Once strained, this liquid is diluted before use. At the same time, modern agronomy teaches us that nutrients must still be balanced. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and micronutrients are essential. The difference is how they are delivered. Instead of heavy chemical fertilizers, I use microdosing. This means applying very small, targeted amounts only where needed, often alongside organic inputs. For example, a small application of phosphate rock combined with compost accelerates microbial access to phosphorus without leaching losses. Calcium sources like gypsum improve soil structure without altering pH. This hybrid approach, organic biology with precise modern inputs, creates fast results without long-term damage. Another critical factor is soil cover. Bare soil is dying soil. Mulch is life insurance. When I cover soil with dry grass, crop residues, leaves or straw, I immediately reduce temperature stress, prevent moisture loss and feed soil organisms from the top down. Within days, earthworms return. Within weeks, soil aggregation improves. Water infiltration increases dramatically. What once ran off now sinks in. And then there are roots. Roots are not just for holding plants upright. Roots are carbon pumps. Every living root releases sugars into the soil to feed microbes. Cover crops like legumes, grasses, and deep-rooted plants regenerate soil faster than anything else. Even in small gardens, planting fast-growing cover crops for just 30 days can dramatically improve soil life. Now, let me be clear about chemical fertilizers. They are not evil, but they are incomplete. Used alone, they feed plants but starve soil. Used intelligently in small amounts, alongside organic matter and microbes, they become tools instead of crutches. Sustainable farming is not about rejecting science. It is about applying it wisely. When carbon, biology, minerals and structure come together, something remarkable happens. Soil that was once grey turns dark. It smells alive. It holds water longer. Crops root deeper. Pests decrease. Yields stabilize. And input costs drop. This is how soil becomes rich, not for one season, but for a century. Here at AGRIKNOWLEDGE HUB, this is what we do. We break down complex farming science into practical steps you can apply in your garden, your farm, or your community. If this video is helping you, please like it. It helps the channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribing is the easiest way to make sure you never miss a new video. I'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences, your challenges, and your successes in the comments. Read other people's stories. Learn together. And if you believe this knowledge can help someone you care about, share this video with family and friends. Let's grow the AGRIKNOWLEDGE HUB home together. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll always be here, reading your comments, learning with you, and sharing what truly works. Until the next video, keep your soil alive, and it will take care of everything else.